Yo, what is up everyone and welcome back to another YouTube video with your host Kenkukun, and today we're going to have your Friday tips. So today is Saturday. Let me mute myself so you don't hear an echo. Today, or you should see this video by Saturday. These will be tips I came across on Friday for the map of the weekend is Distant Shores. So let's go ahead and dive right in here. We're going to do just some general tips to kind of remind you guys what to watch out for on this map. One of the things I did see was plenty of range. There's a lot less stasis going around, but there's plenty of range out there. So we'll cover some of like the main hot lanes for people to be challenging you with long range weapons. And if you're going to take up your own long range weapons, I'll try to show you, some of the places you can stand that'll be really good. So I was using a Jade Rabbit. The Jade Rabbit gives me a nice comfortable range across the map. You can also snipe. You can also scout. You can also use other scout rifles and pulse rifles. So first off, if you're starting up here, let's look at the angles that you can take. So if you wanted to go from here to B, and I usually don't do it, but every once in a while I will. You could take your team to B. You could jump on across. People could meet you at this doorway when you jump across, but you want to get really high. You kind of don't want to land in the doorway most of the time, depending on what your weaponry would be. I would say people that want to jump into this doorway, if they do have a long-range sniper on or a scout rifle, you might want to be wary of that spot right there. Say you're a last word and there's a guy here. You want to come out and shoot him. You could get sniped while you're shooting at him, right? Fusion rifles, they can kind of land right about here and then boom, fusion. Or if you challenge from this side of the doorway, the sniper can't hit you from there. So again, I don't recommend jumping here, but that's an option, and you're going to want to look out from there. If you're going to come through Suicide Tunnel, through Dark is what I call it, you could have people as far back as there, head glitching the stairs, head glitching the ledge. You can have people, emoting by the box, like 3-peeking. They could be on the box. Once people get to maybe right here, if you have enemies here, or here in that corner, or maybe on this box, you might want to give it up. Now, depending on your assets, right, what equipments you have on your character, you could probably kill them or make them move. So let's say, for instance, you're an arc staff with double skips, right? You throw your skips here, they're going to bounce back to the left, and they're going to push this dude. If it's not a hunter, because hunters can shade step, that means whatever it is going to move. It's going to have to move. Titans with the shield, you would want them to get over the shield, so you're going to kind of want to... It may be harder, but you're going to want to, without getting shot from there, you're going to want to throw them at the ground at an angle where they're going to go up and around the shield, and they may not at all, so just keep that in mind. Other grenades, like my grenade that I just threw a moment ago, you could kind of like, you could throw it from here and just put it right there, and that's going to make them move because that's just a big fat grenade, or kind of put it to, right about there, and that's going to make them move there. I should have went into Mayhem for this. If you're challenging from dark, yeah, you want to be careful of those angles. Let's say you don't want to challenge from dark. The other lane you want to come through is right around here from this spawn. So by the time you get here, if they have a sniper on their team or someone with a scout rifle and they move really quick, you could be locking eyes right here, and they could be giving you that long, lovely gaze as they snipe you in the head, or scout rifle you, or pulse rifle you, right? So just keep that in mind. If you do come through this doorway and you want to avoid the snipe lane, you hug this wall to the left. Don't bump out too far. Bump your teammate. Bump into your teammate, and you can cut right up here. They could still see you from here for a brief second, but you can at least be up here. If you come up here and the enemy team does meet you, they could be meeting you from here, or there could be someone over here. So if your team's going to push through to the middle, I would suggest maybe a scout rifle, maybe check here, or maybe they just ignore that and go all the way over here to make sure no one's coming elbow. That way, you can take it over. The guy that would come over here outside from A or from here, and if you go through A, I wouldn't waste your time jumping up here. That's just less momentum, I would say, where you have to cut more turns than you want. I would say just come up over here, shoot into the gazebo, and that's a wrap. But you got to watch out, because multiple people could be shooting at you, right? Multiple people from any angle you peek. And when you do peek this lane, someone could be in the gazebo or, in the shrine. I don't know why I kept calling it gazebo. In the shrine or circle room. They could be on ground level. They could be up on top of the little platform. Someone could be back on that box. I'm going to jump up and look at it. Way back there. Someone could be by the boat, head glitching the stairs. There's a lot of sniper angles, so be careful. If you're not sniping or you're not used to sniping against people, You got to be very careful how you meet them, right? Um, and then, yeah, I would say if you can't push from that side, you're probably going to want to rotate the map, rotate with your team, maybe have someone take over the shrine. Fusions are really good in there, shappies, you know, shotguns, right? Shoot through shields, seen plenty of that this weekend, the shoot through shields. Have some people take the, if you're coming around all the way, you know, if the enemy's holding back, you're going to have to look out for there. Pretty much anywhere over here, you're just going to have to be very vigilant and, you know, strafe like this. Check your radar. We're not being flanked, right? And keep on moving forward. By the time you get here, if there's no enemies in the spawn, most of the time they're going to be right around here, on the stairs, under the stairs. They could be in the open shooting your teammates if you know, go by yourself and people are at dark on your team, right? At Suicide Tunnel, you could be catching people in the side of the head. Same thing from this spawn. Same rules apply. Every place that I said you would meet them, you could meet them. So if you come over here and you want to play for, let's say it's heavy round, you're coming over here to the left. There's a high chance you're getting team shot here. If you want to go to elbow, I would say jump across for elbow. I would say just make it, you know, just jump right about there, jump all the way, jump across, and now you're in. Take your time. Someone could be coming out this door. Check your radar very well. Someone could be meeting you there. A grenade could fly at you, right? You also have your grenades you can use to lock down areas. And so on and so forth. If you are going to challenge from the cave and you're brave and skilled, you know, that area right here is going to be your biggest, you know, it's going to be like the #1 lane people are going to meet you in. You could also jump across as well. A good idea, especially if they have no Titans on their team, jump across and now you can see heavy, right? And you could shoot anyone from heavy. A lot of people will be, you know, they'll take cover way back there. You can save your grenades for a little further back there. For all the way to the back of the wall and throw them right around there. They're going to be crouched on the hill up there. And you get some good kills there. You can also have someone come from shrine. If you're the one in the shrine and you're fighting people this way, you know, you can shoot from here to here. Just gotta watch out. Make sure you're not walking into someone. People could slide through in shotgun, or fusion. Fusion's pretty dangerous. So just keep in mind what the enemy has and what they're using. If you're holding for overtime, which is probably what I recommend most of the time, yeah, it may be a slow map for some people. Yeah, you might get hate mail. They may call you trash, but at the end of the day, if your slow, smart gameplay won the round or made it really hard for them to win, that's a bonus because that means you're gonna get better at doing it, and teams are gonna have a tougher time to do it. So you could have people sitting back here, right? As long as you have someone right, I would say have someone here to keep eyes on the radar in case someone goes left. That way you can have someone maybe back here, you know, locking down the mid with locking down dark from the stairs. Hey, there's a guy to the left. Oh, they can crouch here, take cover, and maybe, you know, peek shot or, you know, shoot from right there. That would actually be pretty dangerous. So I would say you'd probably just move, right? Put this whole block between you and them. And then if you have to take cover, you can take cover here. Obviously, you got to be careful of B and watch them. If there are a lot of people at B and they like to play B, maybe stay a little bit farther off the radar. You might catch someone jumping. You might catch someone jump up there. You'll catch someone slipping, making a mistake, and it's time for it's time for you to shine and kill them with your scout rifle. Anything close range, you know, you take closer angles depending on your weaponry and what you want. Save your grenades, right? Skips can be thrown like from that angle right there, and they'll bounce up and in, and hopefully track someone around and kill them. I've seen a lot less stasis. There's not much else for me to say as far as tips go. So those are just generalized tips, kind of how you want to open. Now, let me pause the video and we're going to transition over to some of the clips I've saved from today on some super plays or some other things that I want to kind of point out with some examples for you like I promised from before. These are separate from the series that we got going on. So let me go ahead and do that real quick and I'll see you. All right, and we are back. All right, I got the clips. I got them trimmed. We're going to go through these as quick as possible. And let's take a look at clip number 1. So clip number 1. Now, this team, this clip, and quite a few clips after this, I actually cut a lot out. There was a guy on the enemy team. Now, I'm trying to go flank by myself. If you're a guy that tries to go off by yourself and flank, I came across a dude that he was either 3-peeking or sword peeking all the time. Now, I guess you could argue, well, I'm going invisible, so he wants to see me. He feels like he can't play against invisibility. And I would say you just need better positioning, you need better sound quality, and you just need to pay attention to the patterns, right? And notice, where do I keep coming from, right? So the point of this one is don't be afraid to 3-peek back. So I don't three peek right here, I don't think, but I'm very carefully looking at my radar, right? I'm looking at the radar. I got a ping on my radar. I'm trying to get closer. I got another ping. Now, boom. The radar turned bright red. You know, I rewinded a little bit top left of the corner. It might be a little bright. The radar is bright red. So that means he's relatively close. And I took a guess. It's like, all right, he's there. Like, I'm trying to aim at him. So I flush him out with a grenade instead of running over there with a shotgun. I don't get to finish him. Someone kills him, though. Right? And now I go off somewhere else. And now this is probably one of those instances where I would say, hey, don't rush and pop your super in the open. I kind of need to. Only because I just know there's my teammates over here. There's a dead enemy over somewhere over here. I'm not sure where. I probably should have played a little bit slower at B to see if I could get a little more time. And if I knew exactly where the body was, I could have made a play to play it a lot safer. So guys, don't pop your supers from the open. Pop them from cover. And then take your time. So like right before I jump right here, if I just look to my left, look over that ledge, I could probably Jade Rabbit at the Titan. Maybe even I'd have no grenade or smoke, but then I could start tethering. Hey, you know, they'd be like, hey Ken, the guy is right behind that block, the dead guy. So I could just tether from a safer position. That way I'm not jumping out into the open for the Titan and the Hunter or the Warlock on their team to shoot me, right? And they end up team shooting me. So, you know, in the scenario we were in, I felt like, well, we could take the chance and watch for suppressor nades. That was a suppressor nade being thrown. Watch for suppressor nades. The only other thing from this clip I want to pull out is, guys, if you're on a melee super, straight lines are a no-no. So he sees there's an enemy Titan shield here, so he opts to not go that way. And if he did, a grenade would have caught him and made him really weak, right? So he cuts to the right. At this moment, that grenade launcher hits him, connects, and makes him real weak. Boom! Exclamation point above his head. Oh, I didn't mean for that to jump forward. Did I clip it out? I may have clipped it out. What he does here, though, is he goes, after he takes that damage, he jumps, swings towards the enemy, and keeps going in a straight line, and he actually gets gunned down. You're probably going to, now that we're back on light subclasses, you're going to want to go back to, like, zigzagging. So try not to straight line too often if you don't have, like, the whirly bird, right? The arc staff that can block, sentinel shield that can block, things, you know, things that are going to protect you from damage. And the arc staff and the sentinel shield, as you block, I believe you're draining your super a little bit faster. I 100% know for the arc staff you do, and I think for the sentinel you do. So keep that in mind. So try not to straight line too often where you can avoid it. Let's see. This clip is, what are we looking at? Oh, okay. I know what this clip is. All right. I catch this dude. Thank goodness he doesn't kill me. Right there. If you look at heavy, and that's the end of this clip, my teammate's dead on heavy. Remember when I talked about coming into the middle of the map, right? And people, if you jump up by heavy, the cave can see you. We have a Titan on our team. If you look at the top of my screen right about here, right? You look at the top left of the screen, you'll see the Titan icon for Sentinel Shield. We have a Titan that could drop a barricade on heavy and safely, hopefully safely get heavy. And I'll show you that clip later. So try not to die in the open or expose yourself in the open, because that could really be what gives enemy teams momentum, especially super energy. All right, let's see what's going on over here. They got two supers. I'm not sure what I'm doing. Oh, this is, don't be afraid to three peek. This is that dude that keeps three peeking me, right? The corruptor. He's the one that keeps three peeking looking for me. So I started three peeking him. This is, you know, this clip is just me standing off with him for a very long time. Don't be afraid to three peek. I actually do end up killing him that round, and I think we take that round. All right, this is me. Oh, okay. So I got a pick here. Use your supers to zone out, and I'll show you another clip of a super. Just because my super doesn't get a kill and I do lose this round doesn't mean it's a bad super. Using your super to zone people out, especially Quiver, is really good. So I push one back into dark. I push him back farther. I know there's one there. Of course, his Bastion reaches me. Now, if I would have shot a second tether at him, I might have stayed alive because the armor from the super cast would have protected me. As long as I hit him, I killed him, right? I opted to throw the grenade hoping he wouldn't peek out and he would die there in the corner. That was not the case. But zoning people out of areas is a very, very good thing to do with a lot of supers, and you can do it to capture overtime with supers like hammers. If you could throw enough hammers around, quiver, put enough quivers around, like Dawnblade, anything that you can use range, right? stasis warlock. You can kind of just chill. If I could have got on overtime and then started popping my super, you know, towards dark or towards B to my right and locked those lanes down, I could have probably captured the zone and without dying, right? And my super may not have gotten a kill, but the enemy either wouldn't have pushed me, would have pushed into a tether, and I would have shot them, or I would have died. But I would have died trying. So take the chance. Sometimes it works, right? And let your teammates know if they try to, hey, why'd you do that, idiot? Blah, 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 blah. It's like, yo, I thought I could do this, that, blah, blah, blah. I'm working on it. Sorry, guys, right? And just let them know, you know. All right, here's a clip where a super gets, I think, no kills, because at this moment in time, there's already a kill. So my teammate doesn't have a super yet. He's about to get it, and he's going to make a play. He's going to get no kills off of it. He just got a kill right there with his Bastion, I believe. And he pops. He probably blocks. He comes to me. Whatever I was just looking at ran away. He does throw a Titan shield towards him. And he comes and picks me up and revives. He's not blocking on me because there's nothing there. And then his super runs out. He got no kills, but he made a play to get a teammate. Now it's a 2v3. This actually turns into a win for us. A good super is a super that allows you to win the round. I've said that before on the streams, and I'll say it again. And, you know, we don't have to watch the whole clip. We can go right over here. It goes all the way to the end. And boom, we take this round from them. So, very good for us. All right, this clip is, whew, sniper. This clip is me getting killed. What's going on? Oh, yep, here are those angles I'm talking about. Oh, my teammate dies. Oh, I fall back. I'm trying to find out what happens. I'm not sure what this clip is doing here. Don't be in the open? Yeah, I'm not sure what that clip is for. So we'll just ignore that one. Don't die in the open, I guess. All right, and this is oh, last thing, and then I'll just let this clip wrap it up and enjoy your night, evening, morning. This, if you're a hunter, you can drop, jump, drop, and what this does is it makes it to where you're not jumping too high in the air and exposing yourself into the line of fire of enemies. You can't really do this with the Warlock. The Warlock will just float down. The Titan can, their jetpack can kind of do it, but if you mistime it, you're going to fall more than not, and you usually have to mantle back up. So I wouldn't recommend it with anything but a hunter, where you can just kind of, you know, slightly fall off and then jump up, right? So now you're not exposing myself, you know, to anywhere else. All right. Then yeah. I'm going to let this clip run out, guys. Hopefully this helps you for the weekend, gives you some examples. This is just me closing out with a tether. And I'll go ahead and commentate on this. But yeah, subscribe. Let me know in the comment section below what you think. Let me know if this video helps you out this weekend. And we'll see you tomorrow. Let's go ahead with the final clip, and then we'll get on out of here. So here we go. It's me and my teammate. I botch a grenade. Someone doesn't ape me. I somehow don't get frozen, which is a shock. I don't know how that happened. And I just start running. I'm running. At this point in time, whatever's on my radar is close. And my teammate's saying it's really close. It's really close. It's right behind you. So I'm like, all right, let me get out to this choke point and let me make a play with my super. So as soon as I get into the open, I turn. There he is. Wow, that is really close. And I just let it rip. And I connect with that. I put another one in case someone's following. I put one to the left. Luckily, he misses a shot. He's coming to... And I'm watching my radar, so my radar tells me there is one more in dark where I shot the second one. I shoot one to the left, right? And then the only option this guy has is to rotate left, right? So I put another tether to the left. I put another one in his head. If that didn't connect, I didn't win this. And then I have one final tether, and he comes running out into it. And my goal wasn't to kill him right there. It was just to lock it down, guys. There's apparently another clip. A lot of awareness here was in that play. So try and bottleneck people into 1v1s as best you can. Let me take a look at this clip real quick. Oh, this is a good one. And then there's another clip where I die right after this. So guys, don't be afraid to have your teammates finish off enemies. There's someone on my radar. I'm like, wait, there's someone on my radar? And he knows I'm here, so I take him twice. My teammate's on the other side of him. I let my teammate finish it off. I just chill. All right. I'm not sure what this clip is gonna be. Oh, here's another clip. I thought this was the last one. I apologize, guys. Here we go. So final clip. I die here, or one of the final clips. I die here. Now I tell my teammate when they get to here, I'm like, hey, pop your super, pop your super. Now I've said try to get as close as you can with your super before you pop. That way you can maximize his efficiency. At this moment, this is one of those scenarios where I wanted him to pop early. If he popped right from that corner, we have this is now awareness of what your teammates are running. We have a sentinel on our team, and there's a good chance he has a suppressor grenade. So he pops. If he would have popped there, he could have seen where the enemies were because he could see through walls. But when he pops, the enemy pops. Now, he doesn't make a bad play here. He does what he's supposed to. He R1s into R2s. It just doesn't connect, unfortunately. I get my teammate tries to revive me, but ends up dying. If he would have popped from that corner, there's a chance he could have made a play. He could have seen where the Spectre was and called him out for his teammate and be like, hey, the Spectre's over here, and then went for the other enemy, right? Because he could see him through the walls. So keep that in mind, guys. You can, try to mind game your enemy a little bit and try to play off your teammates. If this guy, our teammate had a suppressor, that should, that could have been a communication. Hey, do you have a suppressor? Yes. Okay. The Spectre Blade is off to the left. I'm going to go try and fight the dude at the right, the Warlock, right? And, and then he can kind of keep his camera turned towards the Spectral Blade and let him know when he's moving because he can still see him invisible as well. And then, let's see, what is this? What is this? What is this? I don't know what this is. Oh, quick tip against Death from Above, guys. As is Death from Above, I shot him. As it Death from Above's, melee as it gets to you, that way it doesn't launch you backwards, right? It's the same thing with Glacial Titans when they used to punch you. I don't know if they knock you back anymore because they got nerfed. Another clip. Oh, this is where, this ties into positioning. Hey guys, you want to send yourself over here to this corner. You got to watch out for Shrine. My teammate gets a Titan shield up there. Remember when I said the other guy died without a Titan shield? Well, we still have a Titan on our team, and he put a Titan shield there. Now that Glacial Nade destroyed him, but our teammate was able to get the heavy, get the revive, and we won the round with all that in mind. I also had a really great position in to cover my teammate. So with that said, I get a pick here, and this is the opposite of earlier. I tried to get a kill too hard, and I should have played my life more since I had a body give my teammates time to get here. My teammate was able to salvage the round, though. He actually comes over here, kills him, picks me up, and then gets the other kill. What else we got here? I'm looking. Oh, this is the final clip. So we get a pick right here, and then we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. We get a pick right here. I'm able to, there's that grenade. Hey, I talked about it. Throw a grenade in that corner. They kind of got to move. I do walk out. And if anyone was sniping me from down the stairs, I died. If I made this play, I could have died. So it's a 1 right now. And I'm looking to just finish him off and take cover. At this point in time, I go to reposition. We have a body. This is a good team we're playing against. We ultimately lose this game, I believe. My teammate with the shield runs in front of his shield, and I'm not sure why he pushed forward. I think he was trying to push forward because of me, maybe. But I was safe. But he walks in front of his shield and gets sniped. Guys, once you get a pick, don't overexpose yourself. I end up dying instead of, backing off. At the same time, I could have not rotated, been by my teammate, and, just kind of played it safe. But I wanted to get a different angle to kind of push the enemy back. So be careful when you get picks. You could hastily move out into the open for the next play, and you could get sniped in the head. So be very careful. And with that said, I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. Enjoy your night, evening, morning, whatever it may be. And we will see you guys on the next video.